Hey guys, welcome back to Rooted Living Homestead. So we've got several things going around here lately. I don't think I've mentioned it, but would you believe we actually have our first round of meat birds coming in the mail. We have ordered from McMurray Hatchery. We've heard amazing reviews from them. So I just actually got the notification that they have shipped, and so they're supposed to be here within 72 hours. This is our very first batch of meat birds. I'm honestly terrified. I don't know. I just have a fear about keeping them alive, I guess. I don't know. But I'm really excited. I have to say it's probably very unpopular. Actually, I know it's very unpopular in the homesteading world to say you're not like a huge fan of chickens. I'm not a huge fan of birds. I actually have a huge fear of birds. But chickens, I don't know, it just, to me, they poop everywhere and they're kind of gross. And I actually heard here a while back a talk, Anne of all trades. I don't know if you listen to her, but she's great to listen to, and her YouTube is a wealth of knowledge and information. And she actually said she has that same unpopular opinion that she doesn't like love chickens. And I thought, I am so glad I'm not the only homesteader out there that has that feeling. But what I do love is the thought that we're gonna be filling our freezer for our family. And that's part of the whole thing is, you know, homesteading is not always doing the things that we absolutely love, but doing the things that we feel necessary that are gonna be helping to further sustain our family. And once again, just using any resources that God has given us. So, and I believe raising meat birds is one of those things. So that's a big major thing. Kenneth is going to be actually taking over the vlog today, and he's going to be showing you kind of the process of how we're going to be making a meat bird tractor. We're going off the plans from Justin Rhodes. When we were back at the Homestead Festival, we subscribed to Abundance Plus, which is his media platform, and it's been a wonderful wealth of knowledge. So if you're not signed up on that, I highly, highly recommend it. There's a bunch of like that free plans on there. Just a ton of knowledge, and it's not quite censored as much as YouTube, or not at all actually. So that's wonderful. But he's going to be showing you today that we procrastinated. We didn't get it done in time. We're going to immediately put the meat birds onto that, and that didn't happen, which is fine. We've bought something to use as a brooder until then. So I'll let you follow along as he does that.
Hey everyone. So of course I'm gonna walk by the condenser all the time, but today, after I've procrastinated long enough, I'm gonna go ahead and build a chicken tractor. This particular plan is from Justin Rhodes' thing that he put online on Abundance Plus. It's definitely not going to be that thing. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with that, because I can move it, but it is a pain, especially when it's wet. And we've had 2 or 3 days of non-stop rain, and that's not the time to move that. But our chickens are supposed to come tomorrow. Or, well, not tomorrow, but within the next couple days. And so to start off, I'm actually going to use this right here kind of as a brooder. I know a lot of people have been using these, and this is just nice, quick and easy, and we'll use it for something else later. But this way we can keep them right by our back door on our deck and keep a close watch on them. But I got all the equipment out and all the different materials that I'm going to need, and I've got some extra tin in the shed, so I'm going to get started. Okay, so I'm just going to go off the rough plans. Here he's got it step by step of basically what you do, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You just got to get it close enough, because you know some of those in there are just kind of roughly put in just for roosts and perches. I mean, so this one I'm actually not going to do the roosts with the milk crates. because these are going to be meat chickens. So that step I'm probably just going to leave out and just cover that up. Actually, I might put it in and just cover it up, because what if later I decide I want to use it for the egg layers. But anyway, we're going to get started. This one, then we do the screws. Do it. Look. Alright, y'all, ready for day 2. We stopped last night because we were losing daylight, but there we go. Get the saw plugged back in. And this is where we got to so far. We're about a third of the way done. And so, got the cross braces in, and now we're going to run a few perches across the 2 cross braces. And then I believe we're going to get started on then supports for the nesting box. Chicken tractor.
Oh! I hope we get on meat chickens. If we get fast up, this is our meat chicken. So we gotta finish it tonight. And I will see you later. Bye.
It's okay.
Fine. Come on.
So this part is the nesting for the nesting boxes, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this part's the nesting box.
So we obviously are doing this.
Hey, oh, you're gonna round that little bit out.
So this is obviously for meat birds, but we went ahead and just did this because we thought at some point or another, while we're not using this for meat birds, we might use it for layers. Since we've talked before in the past about our current chicken tractor is not really so much a tractor. We made a big rookie mistake, which is fine because we learned from it, but we made it off of plans we found online that claimed it was movable, and it is very much not easily movable at all. So after we're done with this batch of meat birds, we may move our layers into here. So we wanted to have this option just in case, so we didn't have to go back and add it in layer. While I'm out here, I just thought I'd give a quick update. I have shared in the vlog the other day about how I was giving a kickstart to my tomato starters. So you can go back in that. I can link that video below of how we did that. But basically we just took a starter off of our already huge tomato plants instead of having to start completely from seed. And they've rooted really well in here. So I pulled them out, and if you saw that in the glass of water, they had some really good root systems going, but they were just clear, you know, but they're really starting to take root into this soil. They look really, really good. So I think actually I'm gonna go ahead. I've had them just out here on my porch because it had been so hot. I know I kept sharing, but we had, I mean, it's not cool by any means. It's still in the low 90s, but we had a ton of rain come in after weeks and weeks of no rain. And so I've actually been able to just leave these outside because it hasn't been so scorching, and they just look really good and really healthy. And so I think I'm gonna go ahead and transplant those into the garden. I think they're pretty good and hardened off and safe to do that. Okay, so don't think that we normally let around our garden beds get this tall of grass. This is crazy, but like I said earlier, we had so much dryness and just scorching heat. And then the last few days we've actually had a lot of rain, and so all of a sudden it's gone absolutely crazy, and of course now it's too wet to mow. So anyway, so I'm gonna get these starters. If you can see, let me show you these lovely healthy roots. Those look so good. So we're gonna get these in the ground, and I'm so excited to try this because this just helps to really kick start instead of having to start from seed all over again. There's so many different options that you have with gardening that a lot of times we just don't know about, and it just opens a whole new world to even just, I mean, even just making our life easier. And this is one of those things. Since, like I've said before, we're going to be using this for broilers now. We've just boarded this up right now. Later on, whenever we've butchered and we're ready to put in our layers, then we'll go ahead and make this into